My name is Mark Dodd. I'm the Sea Turtle Program Coordinator for Georgia Department of Natural Resources. We coordinate 13 nest protection projects, loggerhead sea turtle nest protection projects on the Georgia coast. We rely really heavily on cooperators, various government agencies and volunteers to help us monitor the beaches for sea turtle nesting activity. And so today we're out here with our volunteers doing some training to show them how to locate turtle nests and monitor them during the nesting season. You know, the best thing would be just to call us and say, yeah, I met this woman on the beach and she found an egg.
Rack maybe shielded, marked like this on the side of the back.
They might just not find a place they like. They might run into some people on the beach. They don't seem to like a lot of movement on the beach. What we really mostly want you to do is just find these crawls and then call Virginia or Gloria. We know it's a loggerhead track by the size. This is the relative size that you're going to see, but also loggerheads, when they come up the beach, they use alternating flipper strokes. So it's kind of back and forth like this. And you can see that this track doesn't. Some of the other sea turtle species that might nest on our coast, like green turtles or leatherbacks, they use both front flippers together to come up the beach, and they're kind of short and choppy looking. Once the hatchlings emerge, then we'll do some additional training to teach them how to evaluate nesting success. The loggerhead turtle nesting data is the primary data set we use to assess the status of loggerhead populations. We look at long-term trends in nesting to determine whether loggerhead populations are increasing or decreasing over time. The Sea Turtle Cooperative was initiated by a professor at the University of Georgia, Dr. Jim Richardson, who's a professor in the Institute of Ecology, and that was in the early 70s. And it was a cooperative research program, research and management program, and we've continued that cooperative, and it's worked extremely well. We don't have the resources or the personnel to manage loggerheads on all our beaches, and so we rely on these cooperators very heavily. A lot of our volunteers have a long history with turtles and have lived here their whole lives, and really have a deep commitment to the conservation of the species, because they've been around it for a long time.
I do at the moment, and have for the past 15 years, lived on St. Simon's Island in a retired mode. I'm a native Brunswickian, was born in Brunswick. I am 69 years old, I don't mind saying that. I have been involved with the project here through the Department of Natural Resources cooperative turtle work for the past 10 years. Back during the times as a little girl growing up in Glenn County, visiting mostly on St. Simon's with my grandmother who lived over here. So I was over here a lot. So as I grew up, met, married, and came back to visit my parents in Brunswick with children of my own, we would go to Jekyll and look for turtles in the evening. This was my father's idea, and it was family fun. We went over equipped with flashlights to look for turtles. I have pictures of Daddy's feet with an adult turtle and a flashlight, and I have a picture of my father's feet in rubber flip shower shoes with a hatchling and a flashlight. And I today am absolutely horrified as I look back on these pictures. We go back a little bit further. Daddy was so interested in the turtle egg, the turtle search, because he and my mother met on Jekyll in about 1918, when they would go to Jekyll on turtle egg hunt. The turtle egg hunt thing is a part of my life. I've always heard that, I've always known how they met. And then as I was growing up, probably about the time I was 10 or 11, turtle eggs kept coming into the into Brunswick, people would come in with a fresh batch of turtle eggs. And I saw them and I touched them and I felt them and I knew what they were. And people were eating them raw. And it's frightening now to think that I have done that, but some of the men at my father's place of business dared me to try one, and I did. This is a vivid experience for me, and I truly know that that is why I'm doing what I'm doing today. It's very worthwhile, and it's very meaningful, and in my retirement years, I really, really, truly enjoy it.